Hi and welcome to White Wolf Yoga and to today's class where we're going to be working through an energising morning session. So through today's class we're just going to be looking at getting our blood pumping, getting our energy focused, just to help really set us up for a productive and positive day. So we'll start in mountain pose. We want our feet about hip distance apart. We'll lift up our toes, spread them nice and wide and then root them back down into the ground. Gently rock the weight forward into the balls of the feet as we lift the heels, catching our balance as we hold for a breath, and then release and ground the heels into the earth. Feel that awareness flow from the soles of the feet up into the legs. The thighs are nice and active. Engage the core as we draw the navel in towards the spine, nice and open through the heart. We'll take an inhale as we roll those shoulders up towards the ears, and as we exhale, we'll slide the shoulder blades down the back. And just allow the arms to rest by the sides, with the fingers gently extending towards the ground so that we've got some activity going on through our arms. Crown of the head reaches up towards the sky as the neck lengthens, nice and soft through the face. From our strong mountain pose position, let's take a few deep awakening breaths. As we inhale, we'll reach, draw the arms up. Palms come into prayer above the crown, and as we exhale, we'll take the hands all the way down past heart center. Just a couple more of these. Let's inhale, matching the movement of the body with the movement of the breath. And exhale, release the hands all the way down past the heart. One more like this. Inhale, reach, arms draw all the way up into the air, and then as we exhale, we'll release the hands down past our hearts and take them to the hips. Okay, so right hand staying on the right hip. We'll inhale the left arm all the way up into the air. Lengthen that left arm as high as you can to the sky. And then as you exhale, a little side stretch over towards the right. Just starting to open the lateral, the side lines of the body. Nice deep breath into that left lung as we open, expand a little deeper. And then as we exhale, we'll release the left hand back down onto the left hip. And we'll try the right arm. Inhale, extend that right arm up nice and long, as tall as you can. And then as you exhale, right arm reaches over towards the left. Again, can we take a nice deep breath, feel that right side of the body expand. And as we exhale, we'll release, the right hand comes down onto the hip. Just shifting the hand position slightly, so we want to slide the hands round towards the back of the hips, so the elbows draw towards each other at the back of the body. Nice and engaged through the soles of the feet. We'll take an inhale as we lift the heart towards the sky. And then as we exhale, really gentle back bends as you move the hips forward. Watch for any compression in the lower spine. If you feel that lower back collapsing, try and pick up the heart a little bit more. Think of more lifting the heart than going deep into the back bend here, just to ease into our lumbar spine. Inhale as we come back to center, keep the knees nice and soft. And we're going to exhale and drop all the way down into ragdoll. So it's the start of the day, we might be feeling a bit tense, a bit stiff. Just easing into this. We'll bring the hands onto opposite elbows. Draw the chin in towards the chest. That way that we know the neck is completely relaxed. And we'll just gently swing and sway from side to side. Just getting an idea of how we're feeling along this back line of the body. Scan from the soles of the feet all the way up the back of the legs, all the way up through the hips and along the spine down towards the neck. Maybe if you feel you want a little bit more, you could try alternating between bending one leg and straightening the other. How does that feel in the hamstrings and the hips? If you notice as you're moving the legs that one side of the body feels a little bit more tight or tense than the other, try and hold there a few extra breaths. And then we'll soften both knees again and just take a real deep stress releasing breath here. On an inhale, feel the whole of the body expand with the breath. Then as we exhale, deep sigh, let that tension go. We'll do a couple more of these actually. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, feel the body expand with the breath, and exhale, let it go. One more, nice and deep. Inhale completely, and exhale fully. And with that exhale, release the hands, drop them away from the elbows, and we'll plant them down, shoulder width apart, onto the mat, from where we'll bring our knees behind the wrists into tabletop position. So we're aligning on all fours. Shoulders over elbows and the wrists. The knees are directly beneath the hips and the toes are flat against the floor. Let's just awaken the spine a little bit more with a couple of rounds of cow and cat. So we'll inhale, press through the hands and the toes as we pull the heart forward, lifting the hips and the gaze into cow stretch. Moving the other way, we'll pull the navel in towards the spine, push the heart upwards between the shoulder blades as we relax the head down for cat. Once more on either side, let's take an inhale as we pop up into a nice opening cow stretch, and exhale as we press all the way back and into cat. From our cat stretch, we'll find ourselves back in a neutral spine, nice and strong through our tabletop position. Just a little reminder, I've mentioned it in some of the previous videos, but we want to be aware of hyperextension in the joints. And it tends to be something that you're either susceptible to or not. For me, I do it really quite obviously, and it's a habit that I've got into that I'm really trying to get out of. So be aware of the arms here, and if they feel like they're locking into position, try and bring a little bit of a bend into them. It's got a micro bend. So you want the eyes, the elbows pointing in towards each other rather than out and forward. Spread the fingers wide. That's going to help distribute the weight and just protect the wrists. Pull the belly button deep in towards the spine so that we're strong through the core. And then from here, we'll just pick up our right leg and we'll pick up into a tiger position. So the right toes are extending upwards, the heart's pulling forwards, and the shoulders are relaxing down away from the ears. Let's just twirl out our ankle a few times. So we'll rotate that right ankle a couple of times in one direction, mobilizing the joint and then the other. And then again, just point the right toes upwards towards the ceiling. Fix the eye gaze because we're going to need the balance here. So we'll find our drishti, our focal point. And if this is enough for you, you can just hold here. You don't need to release the hand. But if you feel like you want a little bit more, go ahead and reach up the left arm. So we've got left arm, right leg extended up and away. And as we did with the ankle, we'll do with the wrist. Just twirling that left wrist a few times. Working more into the core. Let's inhale, lengthen, and as we exhale, can we bring this left elbow towards the right knee? A couple more of these. We'll inhale, lift, and we'll exhale, squeeze. Can we go one more? Inhale, lift, and exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift, and hold. Find the balance. Do you want to stay here? Or maybe you might want a little bit more. You could send that left hand round towards the right foot. It doesn't matter if you reach the right foot or not, but if you find it, can you press the right foot into the palm of the left hand? Open the front line of the body as we lift the heart, maybe even challenge the balance more deeply by gazing up towards the sky. Take 3 breaths. Keep that energy moving. Take 2. Nice, and 1, let's release. Left arm round and down. Right knee to the floor. Let's have a rest as we push the hips back towards the heels and drop into child's pose. Come to connect to that breath. Noticing its pace, its depth, the rhythm. And see if you can regulate and control the breath. Sending it slowly and deeply through the nose and in and out through the belly. Okay, when you're ready, we'll look forward from our child's pose and we'll pop all the way back up and onto all fours. Checking our alignment nice and strong. Hands and shoulders and elbows aligned, knees under hips again, just check. Watching that we're not collapsing into those shoulders, push the heart upwards. When we feel nice and strong, let's go with that left leg. So we'll pick the left leg up into tiger pose. Keep pulling the heart forward, that just stops us collapsing into the lower back. And as we're holding, we'll just rotate this left ankle a couple of times. So this just helps to mobilize the ankle, increasing the range of movement, but it also gets our brain more connected to our lower body, so it makes our proprioception and balance a little bit easier. Lifting up again those left toes into a nice open tiger pose. Again, you can stay here, you don't need to release a hand if this is enough, hold. If you feel like you do want a little bit more, try the right arm up and away from the body. That right wrist might need a little stretch, give it a twirl both ways. And then let's work into our core. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, squeeze as you bring that elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull in. And inhale, lengthen, hold. Do you want to hang here? If you feel like going a little bit deeper, try that right hand round towards the left foot. If you've got it, push the foot into the palm of the hand, nice and strong through the ground and arm and foot. Eye gaze, it's much easier if you look down, it's harder if you look to the sky. Where do you want to go? Take 3. Keep focus, 2. And 1, well done, release. Send that right arm and the left knee all the way back down to the floor, and we'll pop our hips to the heels, drop again back in child's pose. Reconnect and re-energize. Let's gaze forward. On the next inhale, we'll lift ourselves up into tabletop, and on the exhale, we're going to tuck the toes, press into the hands, and lift all the way up into down dog. So we've done a little bit on our hamstrings already, not too much. Let's reevaluate how we're feeling. Give the heels a lift up and down as we walk the dog. Check that head's nice and relaxed, allow it to hang between the arms. Hips lift up nice and high, heels draw down towards the floor. And then we're going to walk it in step by step, bring the feet towards the hands, walking ourselves from down dog all the way into forward fold. Okay, let's start to work through some variations on sun salutations. Really nice to do with a morning practice. It's going to keep us nice and energized for the rest of the day. Okay, we'll come up halfway first. We'll just lift and lengthen flat back. Head to about hip height. Relax those shoulders down away from the ears, navel into spine, kneecaps engaged. From flat back, root through the feet and inhale, arms come up and into the sky. And as we exhale, we'll take the hands down, past the heart, into mountain pose. Okay, that mountain pose that we started with, we're back in it, nice and strong, aligned through the whole of the body from head to toe. Let's move. Inhale, arms come up, biceps by the ears. As we exhale, we'll sink into chair pose, the weight's in the heels of the feet. Inhale from chair, and as we exhale, we'll drop down to a forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, flat back. Exhale, soften the knees, ground the hands. Take a big step back with the right foot, followed by a big step back with the left foot into plank. Take those feet back, push the heels away. Navel to spine, heart upwards, so that's going to stop us collapsing through our plank. Now we're going to drop to the knees here, going from a full plank to a half. And from half plank, elbows squeezing towards the ribs. With the next exhale, hugging the elbows in towards the body, let's lower the chin and the chest down towards the ground and look forward for knees, chest, chin. From knees, chest, chin, we'll scoop up and through into baby cobra. Let's just see how we feel. Go through our options. So when we come to scoop up into our back bend, we can take a baby cobra where there's no weight in the hands. The elbows are hugging into the body, and we're pushing the hips and the toes flat, deep into the floor. If you feel like you can go a little bit deeper and you want to, take full up dog. Hands come further down the chest. Press into the hands and the thighs lift. For both up dog and cobra, we want the toes flat like this rather than tucked under. From our cobra or our up dog, we're going to turn on the toes and press back into our down dog. Feel free to move around in your down dog. Give the heels a lift up and down, move the hips, shake the head. You've never got to be still when you're holding a pose. Okay, let's work into our hip flexors and our heart. With the next inhale, pick up the right leg, three-legged dog. Looking forward to the inside of the right hand. With the next exhale, step that right foot through. Don't worry if it doesn't get where you need it to be first time. You can just help that foot into position. There's no rush at all. Right knee stacked over the ankle. The left knee's coming down onto the floor. We'll just walk that left leg back to start to feel a stretch here into this left hip flexor. If you feel it already and it's too deep, then you'll do the opposite. Bring the knee in, and that'll ease the pose off. But if you want a bit more, take that left knee back. Toes are flat if possible. Soften into those hips and use the fingertips either side of the right foot to just give you some support as you start to lift into the heart. So it's like from the chest, from the middle of the chest, downwards, we're sinking to the floor. It's going to open the hips. But from that line upwards, we're lifting towards the sky. So it's a really strong opening position, this. We've got a few options available to us as we hold. So we can either just stay here, keep the hands on the floor. If you want a little bit more, working towards crescent, you can take the hands onto that right knee. Watch if you're doing this, that the hips don't lift as the hands come up. So the hips want to stay nice and deep. It's just that upper part of the body that's lifting. You could hold here with the hands on the knee, or for a little bit more, reach the arms up into the sky, hands gently meet in prayer. Maybe gaze up towards the ceiling as we hold and breathe here. Inhale in for 1. And 2. And 3. Release, taking the hands down, frame that right foot, push back, lunge split. Just straightening into the right leg as much as it wants to go. It doesn't matter how straight or bent that leg looks. How does it feel? And if you want to feel it more, flex the toes, pull them into the shin, and crawl the hands forward. If you're quite tight in the hamstring, that's going to feel really deep, so feel free just to soften the knee and relax the arms. After a few breaths in our lunge splits, we'll bring that right knee back to stack over the ankle and tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee up. Press the left heel back and nice and firmly through the palms, can we take the right leg back again to meet the left in our plank. Again, we're going to drop to the knees for half plank. Elbows squeezing towards the ribs, chin and chest come down towards the ground, look forward. Inhale, scoop up into our Cobra, or if you want, go for full up dog. Inhale from Cobra or up dog, and exhale to take us back into down dog. So feeling that heart rate, maybe a little elevated, body a little warmer. And these signs of fresh energy moving and working through the body. Let's go into our left leg. From down dog, inhale, left leg lifts, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot through inside of the left hand. Remember, you can help the foot into position if you need to. Left knee stacks in line with the ankle, right knee down. Walk the leg back for more or forward for less. Toes flat. Soften into those hips, melt down. Through the lower body, start to lift the upper body. Either hold here. Try maybe bringing the hands onto the knee if you want a little bit more. Nice and square through the shoulders, open through the heart, and either hold in here, or if you want more still, you could reach the arms up and into the air. Open the body as we hold for 3. Hold 2. And 1. Release. Ground the hands, frame the left foot, push back, lunge splits. This time the left leg's forward. Just checking in with how you feel. It might become apparent with more connection to the body that you really notice you've got a tighter side or a tighter limb. If that's the case, try and hold that tighter side, a few extra breaths, and then hopefully, a little bit of practice, a little bit of time, we can find more balance through our alignment. All right, let's bring it back. Left knee over the ankle, right toes tuck under, right knee lifts. Press into the palms, left leg back into plank. Drop it down to half. Elbows to ribs, chin and chest to the floor, knees, chest, chin, look forward, scoop it up and through into Cobra or full up dog. And exhale, back into down dog. Relax that head. Lifting up the hips. And then softening the knees from our down dog. We'll look forward and step the left foot, then the right foot, all the way back into forward fold. At the top of the mat, relax and breathe. Inhale, lift and lengthen, flat back. From our flat back, we'll root down through the feet and inhale, the arms come up and into the air, into prayer. And as we exhale, we'll take the hands down, past the heart, into mountain. Okay, let's go on another variation of a sun salutation B. Within this one, we're going to incorporate some strong standing postures. From mountain, inhale, the arms come up and into the air, biceps by the ears. As we exhale, we'll sink into chair. Inhale from chair and exhale, drop to fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, flat back. Exhale, soften the knees, ground through the hands, left foot, then right foot steps back into plank. Now you can either go down from plank to half and do knees, chest, chin. If you want a little bit more, You can go from full plank to full chaturanga, where we squeeze the elbows in towards the ribs and lower down. And we want to stop the shoulders when they get to elbow height. From there, turn the toes and push up into Cobra or up dog. And exhale, turn on the toes, back into down dog, relax that head. Inhale, right leg lifts, look forward. Exhale, step the right foot through inside of the right hand. Now from here, we're checking the right knee and we're pushing the left heel back. And as we ground through the feet, we're going to inhale and reach, draw the arms all the way up into the sky. So moving through some standing postures here. Inhale, lengthen, and then as we exhale, can we turn the left foot to the side and open the arms up and out into a warrior two. That left hand reaching back, the right hand reaching forward. Shoulders relax down away from the ears. From our warrior two, stay deep in the front knee. Can we drop the left arm down and take the right arm up for a reverse warrior? If you want to challenge the balance, look up to that top hand. If you're a little bit wobbly, look down to the ground. Inhale from reverse warrior through to warrior two. And now from warrior two, we're going to drop this right elbow down onto the knee and take the left arm up and over. If this is too deep, stretching the arm over to the side, just stretch it all the way into the sky. See if that's a little easier on the lateral line on the side of the body. Now we're going to vinyasa, we're going to flow out of this. So, talking it through, drop this left shoulder and place the left hand down. Then the left toes turn forward. Right hand comes down underneath the right shoulder and the right foot steps back. We're in plank. Full plank or half. Come down to chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Look forward. Inhale, scoop up and through Cobra or up dog. And exhale, turn on the toes into down dog. Left side, inhale, left leg lifts, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot through. Knee and ankle align there. Push the right heel back and inhale the arms up and into the sky. Just catching our balance, finding our strength. Inhale, reach, and as we exhale, we'll turn the right toes to the side and the arms come out for our warrior two. This time with the left foot forward. See that left knee, can you direct it towards the little toe of the left foot, just to stop us collapsing the knee forward. Moving the other way from a warrior two to reverse warrior. Left arm reaches up and into the sky. Right hand slides down the back of the right leg. Inhale from reverse warrior back to warrior two. And from warrior two, we'll drop the left elbow to the thigh and take the right arm either straight up, or if you can, reach it over to the side. Ready to transition. Inhale, and as we exhale, we'll drop this right hand back down underneath the right shoulder. Right toes turn in, left hand down underneath the left shoulder, and the left foot steps backward in plank. Last one. Full plank or half, down chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Exhale takes us back to down dog. Control that breath, feel that energy moving around the body. Soften the knees, look forward, step it through with the right foot, then the left foot all the way back into forward fold, relax. And we'll just hang here for a couple of breaths, just allowing all of that oxygenated blood to be directed down towards the head and the brain. And then slowly, when you're ready, slide up halfway. And when you feel balanced, press down through the feet and inhale the arms all the way up into the sky, into prayer. And as we exhale, we'll take the hands down past the heart. And let's finish as we started, 3 breaths. Inhale, energy into the body. Exhale, tension drains away. Inhale, positivity. Exhale away any negativity. One more, inhale in the light. And exhale out the dark. Bringing the hands all the way back to prayer at the heart center. Namaste.